Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mammolin Psychic Medium. Welcome to a no contact reading. This is for anyone that's in a no contact relationship. You may be temporary separation. It may be somebody that you're thinking of. We're going to get some love messages today. We're going to see what's going on in this connection, anything that your person is thinking and feeling. And we're just going to see what Spirit has for us. For no contact, sometimes we just want to know, what is going on while we're waiting. And I understand that. So this is for any sign, anyone who has found this message, whatever messages are meant to be heard. Spirit, if you could please share with me the person that I'm thinking of. What are they thinking? Where is this connection headed? What is going to happen in this connection? I am listening for you now. A sucker for you. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you feel like you've been treated like a sucker. I don't know. Taking off. Something is taking off. I have there's still hope. And I have a male that's running. Okay. So maybe you feel like they took advantage of you, or they took off. I feel like they took off, right? And then there's this little bit of hope. Even when this person ran, they were a runner, and maybe you weren't expecting them to run. Maybe it was the last thing that you thought was going to happen. They're saying bottom of the deck, which is, it says boiling point. So maybe they hit some kind of, I don't know, a discussion, or something happened in this connection. They just couldn't take it anymore and they kind of lost it, and then they took off, is how it's coming into me. So let's see what they're feeling. Let's see why they took off. What is going on in this connection? Spirit, they're saying don't feel badly. It's on them. They're the ones that ran, is how it's coming into me. I have a tower moment, a boiling point. Something happened, right? The 10 of Cups. I have an Empress. And I have a Temperance. So before whatever this event was that caused this tower moment, I feel like we were really, really happy together, that they did see you as this loving empress, and they were really, their life was actually probably the best that it's ever been. And that's probably what they're thinking about right now. Like, when I was with you, I was doing really well. Maybe they had other areas of their life in check. But I feel like I'm stumbling, or I'm trying to piece my life together right now. And this feels like a lot of reminiscing to me. Like I was in a good place when I was with you. And then I have a 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of my deck. So they have a choice. They're thinking about everything that they've gone through. And it's almost a sense of, can I open that door? A little bit of a, can I open that door again? Let's see what their feelings are. Let's just jump into some feelings, see what is happening. I feel like I keep going in circles. Yeah, I'm having a hard time kind of, regrouping, repairing my life. My life is like going in a lot of different directions for them. So they were very secure when they were with you. Maybe you helped keep them together, like maybe you were, not that you were their mother, but maybe you just organized their life, or they stayed on the, straight and narrow when they were with you. And now they feel like they're going in circles. I'm healing my heart. Okay. Healing my heart. I know I've messed it all up. There you go. You really were the best thing in my life. All right. So, relatively early in the reading, they're admitting that they They had a good thing, right? They had a good thing. Look at the mess that I'm making. The cards are sticking together. That's why. I got to get them back organized or I will not be happy. I will not be happy. All right, let's see. I'm healing my heart. This is what I wanted to do. You really were the best thing in my life, and I know I've messed it all up. Okay. So they're admitting that, what did I do? What did I do? And where do we go from here? Right? That's the more important thing. Where do we go from here? I'm not telling anyone how much I'm really suffering. They could be hiding their feelings. They could be hiding behind social media with pictures of having good times or dating other people or out with friends, like they're not missing a beat. But deep down inside, they're hurting. They're trying to heal. They know they messed up their life. I was worried about what other people might think. So they're holding their feelings back. Maybe they don't want friends or family to judge some of their actions. Maybe they know they're in the doghouse for some of their actions, something like that. I'm not ready to be with you yet. Okay. That actually, the yet makes me feel like they may consider wanting to still be with you, but maybe they're taking their time. Let's say, I wish I could be what you need. They weren't available. Maybe they weren't available emotionally. I know that we will have to fight for this love. We're going to have to work to get this back. We're going to have to both want it. So maybe they're open to that. I have been crying over you. So they're holding back on their emotions. A little bit of a feeling of I have been, pretending that everything is okay with me when it really isn't. I feel unworthy of your love, maybe because of how they treated you. I feel like a mess. I just can't face you right now. Yeah, I feel like you were keeping them together. I feel like there's a part of me that says, their life was better when you were in it. Either, they had their act together. They were more focused. They weren't hanging out with the wrong people and their behavior wasn't so erratic, something like that. But it's not your job to keep them in check. It's not your job to organize their life and make their life simpler. So now they're getting a good sense of maybe all the things that you did for them that, maybe they took for granted now that you're not around. So that's maybe a good thing that all of a sudden they're appreciating, that, hey, my life was better when you were in it. Love is strong. Okay. So love can get through a lot. Love can achieve a lot. There's still love stings. So sometimes love stings. I thought that said love strings, but it says love stings. Sometimes love does sting. We're open to talk. Okay. That's encouraging. Open to talk. Maybe that's what we want. I'll be reaching out to you. I want to talk. I want to hear your voice. I want to treat you right. Okay. Maybe they know they weren't treating you right. These are so cool. Deeply in love in a sense of a love potion. So maybe they didn't realize how in love they were with you until you were missing, until you were gone, And it's always so sad when you think, well, I was right in front of you. You had me. Now that I'm gone, all of a sudden you realize that you have feelings for me. So, but I do like this open to talk. There was interference in this connection. Some of you, there could have been a third party that interfered in this connection that is unforgivable, or we have a lot to talk about, that's for sure, if that's the case. And then spilling the truth. If we're going to talk, are you going to tell me the truth? Are you going to share with me everything that happened if there was interference? For sure. Okay. So I'm encouraged that if somebody wants to step to the plate and at least start the conversation, and be an adult and face you, face to face, heart to heart, and share with you and spill the truth. That is what we need to hear right now. We just need the truth to come out so that we could move on if we both decide that that's what we want. I have a Page of Pentacles. It's a little bit of a trying again with that page. Like I'm thinking about trying again. I do feel that. I have a Knight of Wands, so they still have passion for you. They're still thinking about you. Their passion hasn't died. I have a High Priestess, and I have a Fool. So a little bit of a starting over feeling, right? Like I still have passion for you, and my intuition is telling me that maybe we should still be together. Maybe maybe they ran too soon, or they hit that boiling point that they just took off, and maybe they didn't have reason, or they're not justified for it, something like that. It was a tower moment for sure. And that's what they're thinking and reflecting upon, like how I hurt you, like I didn't treat you right. And they're reflecting upon the particular moment. And then this sense of choices. I know you have choices. They know that you can be with anybody. And you may decide that you want to be with anybody. You may not want to talk to them. You may not want them back. You may not be open to it. But they know you have a lot of choices, so it's going to be up to them to prove to you that they deserve a second chance. Three of Pentacles, there could be interference. I feel like that is probably what the truth has to come out. We have to know everything about that interference. We have to know everything that went on and what they were thinking at the time. How did it get so far? Something like that. You're an Empress. You deserve more. You deserve love. You are strong. Look at you. The ball is in your court, my Empress. You can allow this energy back into your life, or you can, move on with your life as an Empress. Spirit, what else do they feel? Any other messages of love they have for us? You are an Empress. Maybe they're just remembering how nurturing and loving you were to them, and that's all they're thinking about. You are my Two of Cups, and you are my soulmate. Maybe they realize that this is a deeper connection. My heart is yearning for you. True love is hard to find, but I found it with you, and I walked away from it, and now maybe they are having regrets with that. I need to own up where I fell short in this relationship. I need to reach out. I need to talk to you. Let's talk. Why do I keep messing things up? Why do I keep messing things up? Are you in love with me or my potential? Like, did you want me for me? I'm assuming you wanted them for you. So I don't think that that's them being their ego talking, that you want them for other reasons. I hate this distance between us, and it doesn't feel good. So they're pretty upset with this. I'm scared and I get nervous that I'm losing you. I've lost you forever. Maybe this break is for a good reason. Maybe this time apart will help us come back together. That's the truth. Sometimes we do separate, even just temporarily. It could be a short period of time. We blow off steam. We get something out of our system. I don't know why I let you go. You're an Empress, and that's all they think about. I don't know why I let you go. Like this wasn't what I wanted. And they ran without even probably thinking of the consequences, the sense of just pushing you away or walking away, no explanation. I'm not happy. You're not making me happy, whatever happened. And it was harsh words and unkind words. And now all of a sudden they're realizing what they've lost. I need more time to heal and to love myself. So this space and time is good. I regret walking away. There you go. I regret walking away. That I do believe. All right. I do believe that now that they've had a chance to think about it, They're putting on a good show. Spirit just said they're putting on a good show of, I don't want anybody to think that I'm not happy. I don't want to lose your love. I'm afraid I might lose you. So I do feel encouraged with the regret. I will say that. I think that that's encouraging because that tells me that they at least have feelings, that their actions have feelings. I'm ready to take my mask off and be real with you. I need to talk to you. It was big. One more of these. I tried to replace you, then I realized that you are irreplaceable and now you are gone. So, some of you, this was a third party situation and that needs to be addressed. I'm realizing your love was holding me together. And we've said that earlier, that their life was better with you in it, for sure. That's not the reason why you want to be with them, is to keep their life together. But they're realizing now that they had a good thing with you. One more. I get scared if I am being honest with you. I get scared. Maybe they ran because they were scared. Maybe they ran because they were scared. I'm encouraged that they want to talk. All right. They regret walking away, but they are trying to open that door of let's talk. Okay. So that might be a turning point. It may be a starting point for some of you, but we've got a lot to put on the table. We've got a lot to overcome. And they've got to be 100% upfront with you and honest with their feelings and what their intentions are moving forward. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you are returning, thank you always for your love and support. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMammelin, psychicmedium.com.